We get the best SNL dirt during the commercial. Yeah.
Well, I was just telling you. Hey. Norm was he was the best, man.
Norm rocked.
He just, I told the story last night, but when we had the press, this is when I knew Norm rocks. As soon as I got the show, you know, you have this big press conference.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, I'm in makeup, and they're putting clothes on me, and I'm getting pictures taken. They're finding out about my background. I'm meeting the head of NBC. This is exciting. Well, we're up there, and they give us a big lecture. Now, they're going to ask you questions. Just think about how you're going to answer them, and they're going to say some bad things to you. But it's the press. It's cool, and they're really prepping us, and they're really being cool about it. Well, you know, they asked, like, Sherry. Sherry O'Terry says here you were in the Groundlings?
Yes, and I loved reading it. I loved Saturday Night Live my whole life. I just wanted to be Saturday Night Live, and this is the most exciting time of my life.
So, Norm MacDonald, gotta ask you this. You're the veteran. Tim Meadows, David Spade, you guys are the veterans. Everyone knows this is such a frat house atmosphere, which is not. This is such a frat house. What kind of practical jokes are you gonna play on the guys? You're going to have to dump out, so be prepared.
Wait, can you put it in a way? Just use the first letter of the bad
Norm
word.
goes, I'll put a PG-13. He goes, I don't know, we're probably going to anally rape them. We're going to stick our big C's right in their pooper and just rape them for hours. Hey, welcome to the show, you faggot. I swear to God. I can so picture that.
So now, I can guarantee none of that made the radio.
You can say anally rape. I don't know.
Hopefully. We're going to abuse them in ways that are from the backside of the rumper. But he says this in front of all these reporters, you know, TV guys.
Yeah.
I laughed. And that's when I started, like, where am I right now? And we went to the side where there was food when it was over, and I went, Norma, you think that was cool? He's like, let me tell you something. They don't give two craps about you, Breuer. You guys are on, little Chippendales. Yeah, I'm going to be on the show. I'll see you in about 5 months.
Wow.
Oh, man. It was awesome.
Brutally honest.
Spade right off the bat. He's saying, hey, have you figured out Norm's crazy? Norm used to hate Kattan. Hated Kattan. Well, I did too, man. I didn't hate him. I just had problems with him.
Yeah.
It's just competition stuff. Whatever, man.
It sounded very, like you were saying, high school.
It was totally...
Like...
If I can explain to you, show business is such a goof. It's just that there's so much stakes involved. It's the only thing that's involved. It's just like high school. You just go in. It's like a little play. Kattan... we pitch ideas. We get our ideas. You know, we sit down. And the best was, I don't know if I told you guys this one. Kattan's sitting there. Garth Brooks comes in. Everyone's like, don't forget, pull out your big ones for Garth Brooks. He's going to pull in a lot of ratings. So we're like, your Midwest loves this guy. And so we're like, okay, yeah, this guy's huge. So I'm waiting out for a goat boy out there or something, trying to get on. But everyone, they're bringing the cannons, cheerleaders. Mary Catherine. So they're all bringing out their guns. And Kattan, it's like the second time he did Mango, the gay stripper or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
some good acting, yeah.
He comes up and he goes,
I got this idea where I'm going to Mango, and
so right away Garth goes, I don't think superstar Garth Brooks is going to do Mango. Gay Mango. Unless it's the episode where he gets the crap knocked out of him. Oh man, it was a good time. And then he wrote. So check this out. So now the mini war has begun.
Right.
So we go to now it's the day we read all the sketches on a Wednesday. Wednesday you sit there and you read like 8 hours of sketches. And the first thing you do is you sit down and you look at the top, see which ones you're in. You know, there's a big stack on the top says a cast, and yeah, it instantly goes on. This week sucks.
So the further down you get, it's like, oh boy.
Yeah, exactly. So But here's Mango, and I see Mango, and I look, and I see Breuer. Kattan puts in all the guys he knows. He puts in me, Colin, Tracy Morgan, and Norm. So I'm like, ooh, interesting. I pull out, I go, now Norm doesn't do sketches. He tells you right off the bat,
hey, listen, guys, I'll be in sketches because I'm going to F it up and I'm just not going to show up.
It's not a sketch comedy show and he doesn't do sketches.
You can
What else can I do?
I got the news, man. I'm busy.
That's it. He just do the news.
and what's what, like if he had a killer sketch, and that's the way he was, and you know what? God bless him for it. And he's like,
yeah, I got Burt Reynolds. I'll do that. But don't put me in one of your little gay sketches in the back. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to do it.
And he did it, man.
That's great.
So we sit there, and I'm looking at the, so all right, let me look at this thing here. And it says, Kattan writes that Norm has to say that Mango, now this may not be word for word, but in the ballpark, that Mango is my favorite all-time stripper. Gosh, I dream about that Mango. So I'm sitting there, and I give Colin Quinn an elbow. He's like, I know. I saw it. I saw it already. This is going to be good. This is Serena Renard. She's great. I love it.
Holy gee, that sounds just like
I know. So here we go. Now, Norm, this is funny, too. Even when sometimes he has to do sketches, our big catering thing is, carrots. So he'd sit there. All he would do is read. Like if he had to read, here, just one line of the paper, he'd eat a carrot.
Islanders versus Canadians tonight. Live, something up.
That's the way he would read your sketch, no matter what you put in it.
Cox more of a gamer than Glenn.
So now, also, on the read-through, you have all the producers, you have the network, you have all the writers, you have all the people that are going to do the costumes. Everyone's going to, do the sets.
They're all sitting there watching while you're doing the read-through.
And we do the read-through, and the host is on the end. Well, here it comes. Now, of course, the industry has a lot of homosexual type personnel.
Of course.
So that's a given. So we're sitting there, and Norm goes, here comes the big line. I'm professional, and I go, can't wait to see that Mango tonight. I totally professional. Norm grabs the thing.
Hey, that Kattan sure loves big C, doesn't he? That Mango loves C. I wish he just admitted it. Matter of fact, tonight I'm going to go see him. I love that big faggot.
Oh, God. And then he put it down, he got up, and he walked out of the room.
What a set of balls. That's great.
He's like the John Wayne of comedy.
He just doesn't care.
Oh, it was just brilliant. Absolutely.
Didn't he have an assistant or someone that had to actually empty the bottles of urine from his office?
Well, it was what? Yeah, I never actually saw that. If there
Someone
was
told us that recently.
They said it was pee in the office, but
yeah, I heard like Snapple bottles or something like
all over the office.
He wouldn't want to leave his office to go to the bathroom, so he just do it in a bottle.
I had an assistant that
says, "Hey, can you empty this?" Yeah.
Well, he was very competitive, and he'd make us play. Well, I was too. At 2 a.m, you have reader's block, so I'd get Colin and a couple guys like, let's play football in the hallway. But Norm, if he lost a game, he was very competitive, so he was like,
that's it. Lojo, come here.
No one to play, and he'd get this chick.
Lojo, stand there in the hallway. We're going to play this game. I'm going to whip the ball as fast as I can at you, and you're going to bounce it, and you got to block it, all right? Instead of this, put your hands up.
And and the object of the game was try to hit the wall behind them. And he'd whip the ball as hard as he can. And she'd be like, ow, that really hurt my finger.
Come on, I'm in a faggot, let's go.
But we used to play football, and I got him backward tuck because he was rough. He was dirty. He'd hold my hands and hold the, pass come to me. He was a dirty player. So this one night I was like, screw this. I went in, got nice and zapped in the room. Said, I'm ready for a football game. I put on my boots, and I waited until he was going out for a pass. I got behind him, and I kicked him really hard in the calf. Bang! He was down. Norm's like, Jesus Christ, Norm! Colin's like, what happened? What happened?
Hey, Kid Breuer kicked me in the goddamn cab. What the hell was that, Breuer?
I said, well, don't be a dick. Don't hold me, man. You're being a dick.
Hey, you don't have to kick me, man.
Oh my God, that's
It was
funny.
the same thing as high school, man.
Yeah, Breuer, can you do 5 seconds of Tracy Morgan? Please?
Tracy was...
Listen to Tracy Morgan impression.
Tracy, and I will say this about Tracy Morgan. I've known him since the Uptown Comedy Club, and I'm telling you, he has not been, his true talents have not been exposed. I never laughed so hard than Tracy Morgan. You will see him one day. Well, we were in the same room together. Tracy, me and him spent a lot of time. I get frustrated. People try to steal stuff from you,
yeah,
and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Kattan.
Like, for instance, there was one time where, like stuff like, you pitch your fake ideas, but there was one time where in my room I have a chalkboard, right? And I think Rosie was coming up soon. We knew that was going to be big ratings. Rosie was huge. You pull out your guns for Rosie. So I said, you know what? And I wrote up there, Pesci Christmas Story. Pesci Christmas Story. So I was sitting there, I write that up there, and all of a sudden, here he comes.
Hey, what's up, Tom? What you doing?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, my God. What's a Pesci story? What's that? Sounds funny.
Oh, boy.
I said, well, it's kind of and I was trying to venture out of the show and just, have Pesci Christmas. It was corny. It was just,
Hey, you know why Rudolph's nose is red? Because he's a rat. Whole family rats.
I was going that stupid direction. So I'm like, but I'm going to, and he goes,
When are you doing it?
I said, I'm going to do it in 2 weeks when Rosie's on the show. And he goes, that's cool. What happens? We go to the read-through, and again, you're in front of everyone. It's just, what pops up out of nowhere? The Al Pacino Christmas Story.
Oh, no.
You know why Rudolph is cuckoo? And I'm like, what the?
Oh, no.
And if you run the coaches and tell them you're a faggot.
Right.
Dude, deal with it. Listen, people have ideas and they constantly go, like,
Right, you look petty and...
Yeah, right. And I'd always go back to Tracy, I'm like, yo, Jam, Cain killed Abel. Cain killed Abel. Yo, Jam, he killed that nigga over jealousy. They were blood. He killed that nigga. Over jealousy. Cain killed him. Said, I'm gonna take you out.
Should have had Pesci beat up Mango. Wow.
But I actually had a run-in with him, too. It was, I was so pissed. I was so pissed, because this is like the second, third episode. There was another corny one with, I did some radio thing, and we were talking about 80s metal, and I just started goofing around with David Lee Roth. Woo, and I didn't even do him that good. But I started saying, you know what? What a cool idea. And the radio guy was like, you should try that as a goal point. Well, I didn't think about that. So I go up and I talk about it. I'm like, yeah, we'll have an all-time, and I'll come out as different characters, a best-of show. So I can do pre-tape. So, what's the first thing I get into the office? Because he's never there early. He jumps in, he's like,
Hey, was wondering you're doing Goat Boy this week?
It's already picked up. He's like,
I do a great Van Halen David Lee Roth.
Oh, no.
So I took the benefit of the doubt. I said, you know what? I got to be honest with you. I was just talking about that today. It's really bizarre you brought that up. Because actually, you kind of look like him. And you might even say, and I didn't have a full idea, but I did bring it up talking about putting him on Goat Boy, where I was talking about doing a pre-tape. He's like,
well, I just thought it'd be funny, I come out and it'd be great. We could do it this week.
I went, well, tell you what, why don't we talk about this? Because we're like in a dressing room, I'm getting ready to rehearse. I said, why don't we talk about this next week, and maybe we could do this for like next week's show or 2 weeks from now.
All right.
2 seconds later, like high school, goes running to the head writer of Goat Boy, and I see him like literally auditioning, kicking his leg up in the air. Wow! Man. And he came over, he's like, listen, Chris has got it great. And I was just like, where is he? And it was like high school. I had to bring him back, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Did we not just talk? He started crying.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I shouldn't befriend you like that. You're the only one who talks to me. It was like therapy. I would sit him down. Like, dude, you can't do this.
A little crying
Why doesn't anyone
Chris Kattan?
talk to me? Because
Oh, my
you're
God.
crazy, bro. You're crazy.
The little crying Chris
I didn't see it, but you know, it was good. He's very funny. He's very funny. He's very physical. He's very talented. But
Wow.
it brings out the high school in you.
I guess so. I've never
Can you
heard.
imagine doing it? Can you imagine me sitting there going, hey, Rick, I got this great character I want to do in the Opie and Anthony show? Well, I gotta talk to you guys, like, hey, Opens, and you're like, we'll talk about it later. Rick! Don't tell Opie and Anthony, but I can do this great gorilla voice? I'm like, what? What?
I've never heard good stories come out of that
How
place for some
scary
reason.
is that? That's why I
I've
was like,
always
man.
heard like nasty backstabbing
And I never,
stuff.
you know what? I praise my wife. I'd come home and I'd be like, man, I can't deal with it. You know what? It's too crazy. She's like, then quit. You become a miserable little pothead. Get off the show. You said the minute work is not fun, you're out. Well, it's not fun. Get out. And, you know, and you still probably like, you don't understand. It's Saturday Live, and I'm the goat man. And just, yeah, all right. You know, go hang out in the balcony and smoke till you're retarded and go bitch to someone else. And that's the part of life you need because you're so truthful. Put your back, and you know what? Right. It's right, man. And that's when I got it. That's when I wanted out.
I love your honesty, man.
Hey, I can't kill you for being honest. And it's just my perception, that's all.
That is brutal. I love it.
Just honest.
I like the crying. I like the crying Chris.
I wanted to help the penthouse chick. I want to help people.
We're gonna replay that soon. Lady Di, what's up?
Hi, how you doing? Hi, Jim Breuer.